High school football is on the air. HavenFootball.net is pleased to present tonight's Strath Haven football game. Tonight's Central League Championship game is between the 8-1 Springfield Cougars and your 9-0 Strath Haven Panthers.
He has room off the left side, and look out. 45-50, 40-30. Shane Green pulling away, and he will go 67 yards. Shotgun look for a Wildcat look, and Solomon takes the snap, looking for a receiver. He'll be buried in the backfield. Quinkel.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. Ask, alumni and friends supporting kids, helping students K-12 to enhance their educational experience. Rose Tree Wellness Center, complete chiropractic treatments, featuring ART therapies in media. We get to the root of the problem. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Sandy McCulley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services in Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Scar Pagnato Plumbing. Over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven! The Wharton Benefits Group, specializing in creating employee benefit packages to attract, retain, and award the best employees. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961, located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Andrew Kaufman, Pete Fulgenetti, and Mike Mayer.
Welcome to George L. King Field. Week 10 of the high school football season is upon us. It's a beautiful late October night for some high school football. A big game here between the 8-1 Springfield Cougars coming into George L. King Field to take on your undefeated 9-0 Strath Haven Panthers. Pete, we're looking forward to what should be an excellent football game this evening between two top Central League programs, and not only in the Central League but also in the District 1 5A bracket. Pete?
Yeah, me and Mike looked at the schedule back in August, and we both said, look at that number 10 game, the last game of the year against Springfield. I said, I bet you that's going to be really a big game, and this is going to be really a big game. Springfield has had so many close calls with us, and I think they think they should have won some of those games, but we squeaked them out. So I know they're out for revenge, but more than that, they want a share of the Central League title. A win for them would give them a share of it. We would still have it to share it, but if we can win outright, we'll own the Central League title and be number one in the district. So this is a big game in all ways.
Yeah, it's absolutely a massive game. In terms of the playoff race and Central League, with a win, Strath Haven would have an undefeated season. Coach Kevin Clancy would get win number 300 for his career at Strath Haven, and the Panthers would own the outright Central League title. With a loss, Springfield would grab a share of it, and potentially Haverford could also have a share of the Central League title as well if they win their final two games
and if they
of
do,
the season.
If Haven does win, they could potentially play 4 home games in November at their own field. So it's a big advantage to win this game. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the winner of this game will for sure be the number 1 seed in the District 1 5A playoffs. The loser will either be the 4, 5, or 6 seed.
Yeah,
Mike?
This is, there's two things involved here. Central League title, which is more or less bragging rights. It could be shared, it could not, obviously, if the Haven loses this one. But the important thing for Haven for the win is a number 1 seed. You're seeing the screen in front of you. Strath Haven's number 1. But if they lose this game, they will most likely drop to 3, 4, or even 5, depending on what's going on. Right now, the way it stands, Strath Haven is number 1. And if it was this week, they would play
Strath Haven would fall to 4, 5, or 6. Because Ruston
we didn't look at 6. It depends on some
Ruston and Garnet Valley are pretty much locked into the 2 and 3 seeds at 5A. Strath Haven and Springfield could swap, and then depending on what Upper Dublin and Phoenixville do, that could see some changing in the standings. And with Strath Haven, with the loser of this game, falling somewhere in that 4 to 6 range.
And Academy Park is currently the number 16 team, which is the number, but they may not stay there. A lot of games are being played. Obviously, everybody's playing a game this weekend, either tonight or tomorrow, and the final ones will come out on Monday. So check havenfootball.net, and we will know sometime on Monday what the official list is. We'll probably tell you what the unofficial list is, and then we'll post the official on Monday.
I believe the unofficial list will come out Saturday, and then that'll get confirmed Sunday morning.
Oh, I thought it was till Monday, but okay, whatever it is, we'll be on it.
We'll have that playoff bracket up for you on havenfootball.net once it gets released. Keep your eyes peeled over the weekend for all of our normal stats and play of the game features.
All right, Pete, you want to talk about some players?
I want to talk about this game, exactly this game. Our leading rushers are Shane Green, James Fisher, and Ben Milligan. Especially Green and Fisher. They have been 1-2 all year for the Panthers. They've just controlled the games. It's been Green up the center, Fisher around the ends. And they would have much more stats if we weren't so far ahead and they got to sit out the second half. But they're the main guys there, and they have to have big games tonight, and they must. And I said they must hold on to the ball. Turnovers tonight would be very critical because these are two very well matched teams, and you have to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, and in Springfield's only loss this season, they lost to Haverford. They turned the ball over 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
In their game. And speaking of Shane Green and James Fisher, last week Shane Green had 9 carries for 197 yards and 2 touchdowns. James Fisher went with 5 carries for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also added a receiving touchdown last week against Lower Marion.
And the defense to look at for tonight's game, you're looking at Luke Mulhern has the most tackles, 78 tackles, 16 unassisted, 7 tackles for a loss. Shane Green also at 62 tackles, 21 unassisted, 2 tackles for a loss. But Jahi Curtis is really the number because he's an interior lineman. They don't usually get the tackles. He's got 61 tackles, 26 tackles of his own, and 15 tackles for a loss. He has sacked people left and right, and that's going to be a major factor tonight. The ground foot pressure on Springfield. Springfield likes to throw the ball if they can, and they certainly will if they need it.
Yeah.
And we have the Panthers getting ready to come out of the tunnel down to our left, led by quarterback Caden Schuster and running back Vince Hales.
Okay, Dean, you stay in the front.
I'd like to say one more thing about the Haven defense. In the last few games, the Pancras game, the Radnor game, a few of the games where they came out a little flat and they let their opponents gain yards, not points, but gain yards on them. If they do that tonight against this powerful Springfield team, it could be very, very possible to come back. So they've got to come out strong in the first quarter, play some defense, and once they get control of the game, then we'll see what happens. But it's very important for them to do that.
And here come the Panthers onto the field. The American flag being carried by number 52 for the Panthers, Phil Collins. Panthers in their traditional home uniforms, all black uniforms, tops and bottoms, white numbers, and the silver helmets with black and white accents. They're below us to the near sideline. Springfield will be on the far sideline there in their all white away uniforms with the blue numbers with the yellow trim and the blue helmets.
One other thing that might come into play here, Andrew, is our kicker. And
Matt Steyer.
He hasn't had to kick a field goal all year. He's got a strong leg. He's only a freshman. I talked to him on the sidelines a couple of weeks ago. He said from 40 yards in, he can hit it. And we haven't had to use it since the leads have been so big. But tonight in the fourth quarter, it may come down to a Matt Steyer field goal. We'll see.
Even early in the game, getting those points on the board could be critical. We'll see if Coach Clancy decides to put his faith in.
If you're down there and it's 4th and 15 at the 20, I would go for the field goal, sure.
Yeah, and you've got something tonight that you don't usually see this late into the season. Both teams pretty much completely healthy.
Yeah.
Strath Haven's roster is completely healthy.
Yeah.
There's a couple of injuries for the Springfield players, but for the most part, both teams on both starting rosters are fully healthy.
The one factor everybody has to think about is we beat Springfield twice last year, both regular season and a playoff game. We beat them the year before that. They think they're due. They have circled this date on their calendar the moment the schedule came out, which was a year ago, more than a year ago. And there's no doubt but that they're coming out loaded for bear. They want this win badly, and the good news for Haven is they need it as badly as Springfield wants it. So this should be a great contest.
It absolutely should be. The last time Springfield beat Strath Haven was back in 2017. So it's been about 7 years since Springfield got a win over Strath Haven. These kids were not very close to high school when that happened.
These kids were in grammar school. They don't know that. But Springfield, they're a good team this year. I think out of our whole schedule, them and Garnet Valley are the two strongest opponents we played, and they beat Garnet last week pretty well. So this will be the toughest game of the year. And, you know, if you win this game, then you're number one districts, and you get all these home games. There's so much on the line tonight. And it'll be Coach Clancy's 300th win as a Panther head coach. He has more wins than that because he coached at Carroll, but he will have 300 wins at Strath Haven. That's quite a feat.
Looking for career win number 367
total, yeah,
and number 300 here for the as the coach of the Strath Haven Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
He has 14 Central League titles to his name currently, including the last three.
District titles.
2022, 2023, and now 2024.
In 99 and 2000, me and Mike were there watching the state titles games down in Hershey. So quite an honor for that man.
Absolutely. We've got the captains meeting at midfield for Strath Haven. Number 34, Vince Hales. Number 81, Jahai Curtis. Number 5, James Fisher. Number 32, Shane Green. For the Cougars, it is number 9, Jamie Stevenson. Number 34, Nate Romano. Springfield has won the toss and deferred to the second half. Strath Haven will get the opening kickoff. Other captains for Springfield, number 65, Ryan Benjamin, and number 1, Chris Dolan. We'll take a short break, be back for the tail end of the national anthem right here on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Let's go, Haven! Come on, boys!
And that was the Star Spangled Banner performed by one of the best bands in the state of Pennsylvania, the Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band. As we get set for kickoff here, Strath Haven will move from right to left on your screens in front of you in the all-black uniforms with the white numerals and silver helmets.
And Andrew, I think it's most important, Haven getting the ball. They cannot go 3 and out. They have to, even if they don't score, they have to control the ball for a while, drive the field, use some clock, and get control of the game. 3 and out would be very disappointing here.
3 and out would be very disappointing to start this game. We'll see if the Panthers can get the ball moving on the ground. We know how they like to score sometimes. They can score quickly. We'll see how much time of possession comes into play tonight.
And I think sometime during this game, you might see a Schuster to Fisher pass deep. And I don't think right away, but that might be something you'll see in the second half.
Deep for the Panthers to return. James Fisher, Ben Milligan, and Shane Green. Kicking off for the Cougars, number 7, Brad Barber.
Waiting on the clock.
We're just waiting on the clock. Having a couple of minor technical clock issues here as we're getting ready to start here tonight. See if we can get those sorted out.
Yeah, we got to get 12 minutes up there to get this thing started.
There we go. 12 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to begin it. This Week 10 matchup, de facto Central League Championship game between the Springfield Cougars and your Strath Haven Panthers. The ball is away, and it comes down to James Fisher. He'll take it at the 1. He'll come right up the middle, has some space, gets taken down as he crosses across the 20. He'll have it out near the 23-yard line. That's where the Panthers will start, 1st and 10. We'll get to your Panther offense here. First, quarterback Caden Schuster. Offense in the backfield, you're led by fullback Shane Green, James Fisher, and Ben Milligan, the halfbacks. Tight ends John Riley and Alexi Gustafson. Your offensive line, center Mike Flanagan. Your guards, Nick Faribault and Cooper Murley. Your tackles, Sean O'Neill and Phil Collins. Panthers come out, wing to the far side is Fisher. They'll go handoff up the middle. It'll be Shane Green on the first carry. He'll get a couple out to the 26-yard line. He'll pick up 2 on his first carry of the night. We'll get to the Springfield defense after this play. Schuster jogs in the play. Brings up 2nd and 7 after the gain of 3 for Shane Green on the first carry of the night. It'll be John Raleigh, split end to the far side. Fisher wing to the near side. They'll go motion. Fisher will get the handoff off the far side. He's got space. He'll break a tackle or 2. Get across the 35 out to about the 37. Picks up 10 on his first carry of the night. And that'll be a Panther first down.
Yeah, that's actually how the Panthers play. Green up the middle and Fisher around the end. And that's exactly how we started. Let's see. We'll see a lot more of that.
With the Springfield defense after that, we'll get one more play in there before we get to the Springfield defense. Schuster under center. Motion man is Milligan. They'll go toss to Shane Green. He'll get hit at the 35 and lose a couple of yards. Back to the 35. Nice pursuit by the Cougars. We'll get to the Cougar defense. Led on the defensive line by Mike Franks and Gary Thomas. Inside your defensive tackles, Jameer Harlem and Landon Feldman. Your linebackers, Jamie Stevenson, Nate Romano, and Evan Herzig. Your corners, Luke Valerio and Brian Delaney. Your safeties, Evan DeBlasi and Chris Dolan. Panthers come out once again. Fisher wing to the far side. Schuster under center. They'll go handoff right up the middle. Shane Green explodes across the midfield, and he's pulled away. 20, 15, 10. Will he get caught? He'll get knocked out of bounds inside the 5. Excellent pursuit there from the Springfield corner, number 5, Ryan Malidi.
Shane Green up the middle. That's what we see every week, Andrew. Every week we see Green up the middle. I didn't think we'd see that quickness tonight, but it's there, and he's down inside the 5. Tremendous run by Shane Green.
Breaks off 51 on his 3rd carry of the night. That'll set up the Panthers 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. It'll be Schuster under center, Milligan wing to the far side. Other back at the backfield is Fisher. They'll go handoff Fisher right up the middle, and he is in for the Panther touchdown. Excellent opening drive for the Panthers. 9:57 to play here in quarter number 1, and the Panthers are on the board early, 6-0.
That's what they had to do. They had to come out strong, and they did that. They 5 or 6 plays, and they're down there and they scored. Again, we don't have time of possession, but we score. That's all that matters.
Just 5 plays on the Panthers' opening drive, goes 72 yards, and Matt Steyer adds the extra point. Strath Haven on top, 7-0. 9:57 to play. 57 to play in quarter number 1. We'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at Haven Football.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Panthers on top 7-0. Matt Steyer ready to kick this one away. Has the ball teed. Ed is at the 40, standing deep for the Cougars. Number 6, Brian Delaney. Number 2, Tanner Cole. And to the near side is number 1, Chris Dolan. Kick is a high and a short one from Steyer. Comes down at the 30. Reversing field is Delaney. He's got space down this near sideline. He'll make one man miss and get taken down as he crosses midfield at the Panther 48 by number 7, Cole Haley. There is an injury to a Panther on the play.
Andrew, that kickoff was short, and we've done that many times this year to avoid the long run back and give them maybe 30, 35-yard field position. Tonight it went to the 50, a little over the 50, so it's a little more than you want to give up, but that was their strategy on the kickoff.
Yeah. They go short. They're hoping that their coverage team can get down there and make the tackle, but they weren't able to contain the coverage, and Delaney was able to get to the near side and find some space across midfield, and Springfield will set up 1st and 10 from the Panther 49-yard line. We'll take a short break and be right back here on havenfootball.net.
Alumni and Friends Supporting Kids is a fiscal partner of the Foundation for Wallingford Swarthmore Schools. ASK strives to bridge the gaps in access to educational resources so that WSSD students have a holistic school experience. ASK helps students K-12 with items, services, and resources to support and enhance their educational experience with a focus on academic, artistic, athletic, and social enrichment. ASK scholarship forms are available on the WSSD website as well as through the school counseling department.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Shane Fisher helped off the field by a couple of his teammates after an injury. Springfield will start this one 1st and 10, ball at the Strath Haven 49. It'll be Jackson Kennedy under center. They'll motion to an I formation. Brad Barber will dot the I. In front of him, Nate Romano. They'll go handoff up the middle. Brad Barber. He'll get met right away by Jahi Curtis and Alexi Gustafson for no gain on his first carry of the night. We'll get to the Springfield offense here now. They're led by quarterback number 11, Jackson Kennedy. Backfield duo of Brad Barber and Nate Romano. At wideouts, Tanner Cole and Chris Dolan. Your tight end is Mike Franks. Offensive line led by Ryan Benjamin in the middle. Your guards, Landon Feldman and Zach Plank. Your tackles, Dom Stewart and Alex McGinnis. They'll give Barber a gain of 1 on the play, brings up 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. Pistol look momentarily for the Cougars. They'll motion Kennedy under center. They'll go quick pass out to the far sideline. Barber will break a tackle, and he'll have speed down the far sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line after a gain of 17 on his first completion of the night.
One of the Panthers had a chance to take him down there with a short game, but he sprung loose, got another 12 yards.
Brad Barber's not the easiest guy to get on the ground in space.
No, there's some great players on this Springfield team.
They've got a Thunder and Lightning duo in Romano and Barber, just like Haven. Brad Barber this time takes it off the far side once again. He'll pick up about 8 on his first carry of the night. His second carry of the night, pardon me. He'll take it down to the Strath Haven 25 after a pickup of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. Clock just under 8 minutes and counting here in quarter number 1. I formation look, whistles, and flags. False start on the Cougars. Someone moved early. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, someone on the offensive line jumped a little, and you could see the whole defensive line of the Panthers just motioned that, and the play stopped.
First penalty of the night for either side. That'll move the ball back to the Panther 30. Springfield will come out once again, I formation. Single receiver split to the near side is slot to the near side in Dolan. They'll go handoff Barber. He'll take it off that far side again, and he'll get tripped up just as he gets back to around the 25-yard line. That's Brad Barber once again on the carry, pickup of 4. Down to the 26, brings up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars.
I'm sure this is 4-down territory.
I would assume so. I'm not sure what the Cougar kicker's range is, but
I don't think in this
it'd be a little bit far.
Yeah,
this early. It'll be Kennedy under center, I formation. They'll go second man through, and into the backfield is Vince Hales, and Jahi Curtis make the stop in the backfield for no gain.
So far, Andrew, they've been clogging up the middle, which is where the weakness has been, and they're stopping that. Now they have to stop those end runs, but that was a great stand there by the line, and now we'll see what happens. 4th down and a long 3 or 4.
4th and 4 for the Cougars. Excellent work from Hales to get off his block and get some help from Curtis to bring down Barber. It'll be single back is Romano. 2 receivers to this side, and we'll get a Strath Haven timeout with 6:08 to play in the first quarter. We'll step aside for just a moment, be back on the other side of a word from our sponsors here on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Panthers made a nice stop on 3rd down. Can they make one here on 4th down? 4th and 4 for the Cougars. 6:08 to play in the opening quarter. Panthers leading 7-0. Ball on the Haven 26-yard line. It'll be Kennedy under center. Slot to the near side is Delaney. Straight drop and fires to Delaney. He's got it and holds on as he's brought down inside the 5 down to the 4 after a completion of 20 to Brian Delaney. That was his first catch of the night.
That was a great pass, great catch, and He got hit by the defenders, but he held on. Big play, because if he doesn't hold that, it's the Panthers' ball. Big play that was.
Now we'll bring up first and goal for the Cougars from the Panther 3-yard line. I formation. They'll go handoff Romano right up the middle, and he'll be into the end zone on his first carry of the night for the Springfield touchdown. They're just an extra point away from tying this ball game up. On to attempt the extra point for the Cougars is number 7, Brad Barber. Last week he was 5 of 5 on the extra point tries. Snap, spot is good, kick is away, and the kick is good. We've got a tie ball game here at George King Field. Springfield 7, Strath Haven 7, 5:34 to play in quarter number 1. We'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match, from first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Tie ball game 7-7, 5:34 to play here in quarter number 1. Brad Barber has the ball teed at the 40, and he kicks it away. It'll come down. It'll be Shane Green from the 15. He'll have it up the near side. Gets a block. Makes a couple of men miss. Gets across the 35 out near the 37-yard line before he's brought down by T.J. Valetian and Keith Bradley of the Cougars.
Well, both teams came out fighting. They both scored on their first possession. Looks like we're going to have a good one here.
It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers. Ball at their own 37-yard line. It'll be Milligan, wing to the far side, toss to Fisher. He'll follow his blockers, show some patience, and he'll pick up about 9.5 on the carry.
I like that play with Fisher on the end there. With his speed, he could break it all the way. And then you avoid them big linemen in the middle there. James Fisher is a very important runner tonight.
And one of the great things about that run, he was patient. He waited for his blocks to set up, and he followed his blockers.
Yeah, he followed his blockers, absolutely did.
2nd and 1 for the Panthers. Motion man is Milligan. They'll go handoff Shane Green. He'll take it right up the middle and across midfield into Cougar territory for Panther first down.
Another good run up the middle there, another first down. Excellent game so far. Both these teams are so well coached. This should be a great game.
Shane Green already up to 57 yards on the night, just 4 carries for him. He did have that one big 51-yard run that's helping boost that total. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers ball at the Cougar 47-yard line. Schuster under center. No motion Fisher. They'll go handoff Shane Green. He'll bounce off a tackle and he'll get nearly back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
No gain. Yeah.
It'll be loss of 1 for Green.
Yeah, he tried to go up the middle there, Andrew, but there was nowhere to go. He bounced outside and just had no space.
Yeah, not a whole lot of space there up the middle. Nice job by the Springfield defense to close up those holes. It'll be Milligan wing to the far side this time. They'll go counter crisscross. And Milligan is met in the backfield. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Springfield did a nice job of getting into the backfield, getting off their blocks, and blowing that play up.
Yeah, they were probably following Fisher to the right, and they countered coming back with Milligan, and they were ready for it. The right side of that line was ready for it. Didn't fool them.
Absolutely not. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Not a situation that you particularly want to be in if you're a Panthers fan. It'll be a pass. Schuster floating it out there for Milligan. And he's got it! And he'll walk into the end zone. Caden Schuster to Ben Milligan from 47 yards, and the Panthers are on the board once again.
Wow.
It is 13-7 Panthers with 2:53 here to play in quarter number 1.
You know, I thought there'd be some passing in this game, but not this early. That
He
was
drops
just
back to pass.
a great pass.
The Springfield defender looked like he wanted to get thought the ball was going a little bit more inside. It floated to the outside, and Ben Milligan was there.
Keep playing over there. They're not allowed to do that. Right, they're supposed to stop.
And the extra point is up and good for the Panthers from Ian Gallagher. Panthers 14, Cougars 7, 2:53 to play in quarter number 1. We'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
And we're back here at George L. King Field with 2:53 to play in quarter number 1. Panthers leading this one 14-7 after a beautiful throw and catch on 3rd and 10 from Caden Schuster to Ben Milligan from 47 yards out, ends in the end zone.
And he was covered there, Andrew, but the ball just bounced in his hands, went up a little bit, and he tucked it in and scored. Great play.
Excellent play. The ball floated a little bit further to the outside than the defender thought it was, and right into the hands of Ben Milligan. And the kick from Steyer's away. It'll come down to Dolan just outside the 10-yard line. He'll break one tackle. It'll get taken down out of bounds by Luke Mulhern right around the 27-yard line.
Well, that's much better for the Panthers. They're giving Springfield a longer field to travel, so that was a great kick. Coverage was great.
Excellent coverage. Ball will be at the Cougar 28-yard line as they'll set it up 1st and 10. It'll be Kennedy under center, I formation. They'll go first man through with Romano. He'll fight his way out to the 30 for a gain of 2 on his second carry of the night.
Yeah, I like the way the center of that line's playing tonight. They're playing much stronger than they did the last few games, and it's really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been an excellent start for the defense. It's been a little bit different than what we've seen the past couple of weeks with teams being able to gain ground.
I think they come out with more emotion because this is such an important game, and they're showing it.
And we got some whistles on the field. Looks like an equipment issue for one of the Panthers. Nate Lynn will check in for Jalen Starr.
You know what else is helping? Vince Hales is back, and we missed him about 3 or 4 weeks. He was out with an injury. He came back, and that makes that whole line that much tougher to run against.
It'll be a single receiver to either side. Brad Barber to the far side. Chris Dolan to the near side. Kennedy under center. They'll go handoff, second man through, and Tanner Cole, and that'll get just a couple of yards. Shane Green and James Fisher in on the stop for the Panthers out to the 33-yard line. Gain of 3 for Tanner Cole on his first carry of the night.
Yeah, Shane Green on that play, he just grabbed him like a bear hug and brought him down. Excellent. If he got past Shane, there was some space to go there, but
Shane Green grabbed on and didn't let go. We'll get to the Panther defense after this third down play. Springfield will come out 3 wide receivers to the near side. Slot to the near side is Tanner Cole. Straight drop back for Kennedy. He'll fire out to the near side. Chris Dolan makes the catch, makes one man miss, makes another man miss. He'll get across the 40 and out to the 44-yard line after a gain of 11 on his first catch of the night.
Yeah, Springfield has a nice passing attack. These in and out short passes, the one long one down the other end. They're a multi-team. They run, they pass, they're tough to defend.
It'll be a single receiver to either side for the Cougars. Brad Barber split to the far side. They'll go Tanner Cole motion. and Nate Romano get met in the backfield and stays on his feet, breaking tackles, and he'll get across midfield just shy of first down yardage out to the 47-yard line of the Panthers. He'll pick up 9 on that play.
That was an excellent run. That was 4 Panthers hit him, and he
was able to stay on his feet.
He stayed on his feet.
Excellent balance from the big man.
He got almost a first down. It was a great run by Romano.
Last year he had career highs in both touches and yardage. He went 19 for 183 last week in their win over Garnet Valley. And we got a timeout on the field as the first quarter comes to an end. And we'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.com.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. After the first quarter play, Strath Haven leads this one 14-7. A nice run on first down has the Cougars set up in nice field position, 2nd and 1 from the Panther 48-yard line. 47-yard line, pardon me.
So far, we've had a back-and-forth game here, Andrew. Both teams are moving the ball, and the punters haven't been around yet.
Nope, no need for the punters. All 3 drives so far have ended in the end zone and then ended with a kick through the uprights. They get the chains figured out on the far side, and we're ready to start the second quarter of play here in Wallingford. 2nd and 1 for the Cougars. They'll go single receiver to the far side. Chris Dolan, I formation. Brad Barber dots the I. Nate Romano, your fullback. Kennedy back to pass. He's got pressure from behind, and Curtis brings him down. Jaheed Curtis gets him from the backside. Loss of about 5 or 6 for the Cougars.
Yeah, he was
back.
He dropped back there to pass.
To the Cougar 48-yard line.
He dropped back there to pass, and Curtis got him from behind.
He was unaware of the backside pressure, and Curtis just tracked him down from behind.
Third and 6.
3rd and 6. Kennedy back to pass once again. He'll fire out to the near side. It is caught by number 2, Tanner Cole, on the far sideline.
Yeah, that was
gain
right.
of 10 on the play.
That was right on the line there. You know, it looked like it could have been an out-of-bounds play, but the ref was right there, and it's a first down.
The 1st and 10, Cougars ball at the Panther 42-yard line. It'll be Dolan, single receiver to the far side. They'll go second man through. Brad Barber. That flag comes in as Barber takes it down to the 33-yard line, gain of 9. But we'll see what the flag is. Potentially in the area of holding. It looked like there was a flag coming in on, but apparently not. So it'll be a 9-yard gain for Barber. 2nd and 1 Ball at the Panther 33-yard line. They'll go toss play to Barber. He'll have space off the far side, get enough for the Cougar first down after a gain of 4.
Yeah, he's a tough guy to bring down. He's got a lot of size there and speed. When he turns the corner there, it's hard to stop him for more than, if you can stop him for 2 yards, you're lucky. And he got more than that for his first down.
He's got 6 carries for 25 yards so far tonight. Ball at the Panther 29 with 9:57 and counting to play here in the first half. Dolan under center with the I formation. Romano and Barber behind him. They'll go handoff to Barber right up the middle, and he'll get 3 on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. Get to the Strath Haven defense here. Starters at defensive end, Jahai Curtis and Vince Hales. At defensive tackle, Nick Faraball, Alexi Gustafson, your linebackers. James Fisher, Shane Green, Luke Mulhern. Corners, Grayson LaFrance and Jalen Starr. Strong safety is Quinn Kelly. Your free safety is Ben Milligan. Under center is Kennedy. He'll go handoff Barber. Trying to find some space up the middle, but no luck there.
Well, that was James Fisher. He just met him head on and took him right straight down to the ground.
James Fisher and Nick Faraball combined to make the stop. Gain of 1 on the play.
That was impressive.
For Barber on his 8th carry of the night.
Yeah, Fisher just wrapped him up like a bear and just went straight down with him. Showed excellent strength there, along with the speed he has.
And an excellent job from the interior defensive linemen, Faraball and Gustafson, to create the hole for Fisher to come through and make that stop. It'll be 2 receivers, 1 split to either side. They'll go handoff to Cole. He'll break a Fisher will get him down, but not after he picks up enough for the first down. Gain of 8 for Tanner Cole on his 2nd carry of the night.
Yeah, they ran off the left side there. There was a small opening, just enough to get that first down. The Cougars are on the run.
1st and 10, ball at the Panthers 17-yard line as we take under 8 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Panthers still leading this one 14-7. It'll be an I formation once again for the Cougars. They'll go handoff first man through Leighton Romano. Ball potentially out. Panthers thinking they may have gotten the ball out, but referees say he was down first. Romano will pick up 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 5. From the Panther 12-yard line. Single receiver to the far side is Dolan. They'll go pitch play. Ball pops up. Ball on the turf and will roll out of play inside the 10-yard line. We'll see what and the ball will be spotted inside the 10-yard line at the 4 after the ball was fumbled forward and out of bounds. Springfield catches a break.
I know in the NFL you can't fumble it forward, but this is at high school. They actually gain yards on the fumble.
Handoff up the middle is Nate Romano. Driving his legs. He'll pick up 2. That'll be an interesting one to score in stats later.
Yeah, I mean, the ball bounced forward another 6 or 7 yards.
They picked up like 10 on that play.
Yeah, I know they gained a lot on that play, and sometimes that's the way a football bounces. If it bounces your way or it doesn't bounce your way.
It'll be 2nd and goal, ball at the 2. Cougars come out again, once again, I formation. Second bad through Brad Barber. He'll get brought down for no gain. Vince Hales and Ben Milligan on the stop. Pardon me.
Vince Hales with a great tackle there. He cut inside there, and he hit him right around the ankles and brought him straight down. That's how you have to tackle that guy. The line's playing great for Haven. They're holding them to small yard gains, and that's all you can expect from them, really.
Biggest gain on the ground tonight has been 9 yards for the Cougars. They'll come out third and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. Kennedy under center. They'll go handoff once again, and the call will be into the end zone for the touchdown. Goes Nate Romano, his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, he went forward there.
From 2 yards out.
It looked to me from here, but I can't tell from here. It looked a little short, but I guess he stretched out. He just barely got over the line, but that's all that matters.
We'll be Barber on
the tie game now.
To attempt the extra point once again. Snap, spot, kick is away, and the kick is good. Brad Barber tacks on the extra point, and we're tied up here at George L. King Field. Strath Haven 14, Springfield 14, 5:42 to play in quarter.
Benefits Group specializes in creating employee benefit packages which can maximize your company's ability to attract, retain, and award the best employees. We develop a strategy for your business to attract high-quality team members. It is critical to have benefits that are competitive in the marketplace. We develop a benefits package and retirement plan that helps you implement a complete benefit program and retirement solution. We help you implement a successful strategy that rewards your employees for their hard-earned time. Empower your employees with a comprehensive benefits solution from the Wharton Benefits Group. Call them at 484-328-3590.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, and you're listening to high school football right here at Haven Football.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strath Haven 14, Springfield 14, 5:42 to play, quarter number 2. And Springfield ready to kick it away from the 40-yard line. Standing deep for the Panthers, Green, Fisher, and Milligan. Barber has the ball teed up, approaches it, and kicks it away. It'll come down to Milligan, and it'll bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. After the illegal procedure penalty.
Well, let's see what
on
happens
the kickoff.
Here, Andrew. Now both teams have scored. Now it's the Panthers' turn to score. They got to keep up with them. They can't fall behind here, but we'll see what happens with 5:42 left in the first half.
The Panthers ball, 1st and 10 from the near hash at the 35-yard line. Schuster will hand off Fisher. He'll take it to the near side following his blockers, and he'll get met by a host of Cougars at the 39-yard line after a gain of 4.
That was a nice little run there. He was one grab away from maybe getting 10 more yards, but you'll take 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, 4 yards on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. That'll be a first down every time.
You never have to punt.
Yep. Ball will be at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Not that easy.
For the Panthers. Wing to the near side is Milligan. Green and Fisher in the backfield. They'll go handoff Fisher once again. He'll follow his blockers and scoot across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. After another gain of 4, brings up 3rd and 2.
And like you said earlier, Andrew, Fisher's following his blockers. You know, he's not trying to just run into people. He's following his blockers and getting those extra yards by doing that.
And he's not outrunning his blockers either.
No.
With his speed he can sometimes do. But he lets the block set up and follows the blocking scheme right where he needs to go. And Fisher flinched. That'll push the Panthers back 5 yards. That'll be 3rd and 7, a much different situation than 3rd and 2.
That's a tough one.
You can see him kick himself immediately.
I think if they're going to run the ball, they got to go wide here. Getting 7 up the middle is tough. Fisher wide would be my call. But let's see if I'm right.
They might even put it in the air again.
He might.
They'll go Milligan motion. They'll go handoff Fisher. He'll go take it right up the middle. He'll get met almost immediately. He'll get out to the 40, gain of 2. And that'll bring up 4th and 5. And Springfield will call a timeout with 3:56 to play in quarter number 2. We'll take a short break and be right back for the Panthers' 4th and 5 play here on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
And welcome back to George L. King Field. 3:56 to play here in quarter number 2. Milligan on to punt as the Panthers go 3 and out after the kickoff out of bounds. Standing deep for the Cougars, number 1, Chris Dolan, and number 6, I believe, Brian Delaney. It'll be a nice punt from Ben Milligan. It'll come down to Delaney inside the 15. He'll be met by a pride of Panthers and get taken down near the 13-yard line.
That was a tremendous punt.
Tremendous punt and tremendous coverage.
How many yards
from the
punt
coverage team? That punt came down at the 15. 50-yard punt.
Wow. By kicking it that high, it gave his coverage team time to get down there. By the time the Springfield man caught it, he was surrounded by Panthers. So excellent play.
And that's one of the better punts you'll see in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Not only did it have the hang time, it had the distance. And Springfield will go handoff to Brad Barber. He'll get off this near side, and they'll wind the clock as he's knocked out of bounds by James Fisher. Ball, that'll be a gain of about 3 on the play for Barber on his 10th carry of the night. Brings up 2nd and 7. 3:15 and counting to play here, quarter number 2. All tied up at 14. Jackson Kennedy comes out under center, I formation. He drops back to pass, and it goes in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Tanner Cole, his first incompletion of the night.
You know now, Andrew, if they can hold him here, the Panthers will have enough time to maybe take the lead here.
Clock stops with 3:01 to play here in quarter number 2. You get a stop if it's a run play. You probably see the Panthers call timeout,
absolutely,
much like Springfield just did, to try and preserve the clock. With Springfield getting the ball to start the second half, they're trying to go 2 for 1, wind out the rest of the first half, end it with a score, and then score to start the second half.
Big play right here, Andrew.
Massive play. 3rd and 7. Straight drop back for Kennedy. He'll fire out to the near side, in and out of the hands of Chris Dolan. He heard the footsteps from James Fisher and could not hold on. Kennedy's second incompletion of the night.
Now with 3 minutes
and that'll
to go,
force the punt from
a little under 3 minutes to go. Panthers should get the ball around midfield, maybe their own 45, with enough time to come down and take the lead. So let's see what happens.
Ball at the Cougars 16-yard line, standing deep for the Panthers. It'll be James Fisher. Looks like he'll set up shop right around the Cougar 45, and Ben Milligan standing at his own 45. In the punt for the Cougars, number 6, Brian Delaney. He'll take the snap and get it away. It's a high one. Milligan calls fair catch and makes it at the Panther 48-yard line. We'll take a short timeout and be back for the Panthers drive. Actually, no, we'll keep it right here, Pete.
Okay.
What do you think we got here from the Panthers?
Well, we know they can pass it, but they love to run. But I think you got to go wide here. I'd like to see Fisher go wide, and even Green maybe go wide. I know he runs much better up the middle, but Fisher wide is you got to use Fisher here because he could break at any time.
That he could. Fisher's wing to the near side. split backs are Green and Milligan. They'll go handoff Fisher. He'll take it off the far side. Looks to follow his blockers. Cuts inside. Breaks a tackle. He's got first down yardage across the 40-yard line as he picks up 12 on his 7th carry of the night.
Fisher wide. That's what we did, and that's what we get. Right. Our best plays have been that, except for the Green run up the middle. But nice.
2:37 to play. Panthers with 2 timeouts. Cougars with 2 timeouts. All tied up at 14. Clock restarts. Schuster under center, ball at the Cougar 40-yard line. They'll go handoff Shane Green up the middle. He'll get met almost immediately. He'll pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Yeah, they were waiting for him there, right up the middle.
They'll give him 2 to the 38-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 as we tick under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
This might be a good time to a little pass. What do you think?
Might be a good time for a pass. I could see him putting it in the air. They did it from a similar position on drive number 1 that ended in the end zone.
Formation's not for a pass, but you never know.
They'll go handoff Ben Milligan. He'll get tripped up as he crosses the original line of scrimmage, and he'll land out near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Milligan's first carry of the night. As we tick under 90 seconds to play in the first half.
You know, if it's 4th and 3 or 4.
3rd.
At this point.
And 8.
Yeah, but if they go 4th and 3, they got to go for it. You can't kick from the other team's 35.
Schuster under center. Takes the snap. He'll straight drop back to pass. Fires out to the near side. Fisher pass into double coverage, just a tad overthrown for Fisher, but that falls incomplete. With 1:03 to play, looks like Strath Haven will go for it from the 38-yard line. Kind of a little bit of no man's land here.
Yeah.
And they'll send on the punt team.
I'm a little surprised, but, you know, you don't want to give Springfield a minute to go 55 yards, I guess, you know.
Try and pin the Cougars deep in their own territory. It's Brian Delaney deep to return, standing at his own 10-yard line. In the punt is Ben Milligan.
They should kick it out of bounds.
It'll be a fair catch called for and not made, and he lets it bounce into the end zone for the touchback. Net of just 18 on the punt. And with 57 seconds to play here in the first half, Springfield will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
If you're the Panther defense right now, you have to assume these guys are going to throw. With less than a minute to go, they got a good passing game, 3 good wideouts, a good quarterback. Let's see, but you got to be weary of the pass here, because I don't think they can run it down there in less than a minute. There's not enough time.
No, not with the way they've been running the ball tonight.
Right. Cover
Springfield
that pass.
comes up tight formation. They'll go handoff Romano. He'll get met almost immediately by the Panthers, and he'll get dropped for no gain.
Looks like they want to just go into the locker room tied here. It's their strategy, I guess.
Clock will wind inside of 35 seconds in the first half. Springfield will have to snap it one more time.
Yeah. I would have if I'm Springfield, I would have threw a couple long passes.
I might have taken a shot or two, see if you can get out near midfield maybe then and take a shot to the end zone.
They have a passing attack. You know.
They'll go handoff Barber. He'll get dropped immediately at the line of scrimmage. A late flag comes in. It'll be a face mask against Strath Haven. With 11 seconds to play, that'll move the ball out to the Cougar 35-yard line. An unfortunate penalty for the Panthers to take there.
I wonder if they'll just take a knee or try a bomb here.
We'll see what the Cougars decide to do.
Yeah.
with 11 seconds to play in the half. Kennedy jogs in the play, and the Cougars come to the line. While at their own 35-yard line, it'll be Dolan split to the far side. Barber wing to the near side. He'll go in motion. They'll go out to Dolan. He'll run over his man. Clock will stop as we hit the end momentarily as they reset the chains. And timeout, Springfield, with 2.5 seconds to play. We'll keep it right here. Pete, nice little pass play.
Yeah, but now they're almost at midfield with 2 seconds. I think the Hail Mary pass might be on schedule here for the Cougars.
I don't know. I think the conservative game is you go ahead and try to run or do what you normally do. If you break it, you break it. I'll tell you, both teams are playing so well. Haven had some trouble with tackling, and, of course, Springfield's tough to tackle. But Springfield's starting to zone in now, and so is Springfield. So this should be an interesting second half.
Springfield comes out, two receivers, one to either side. Delaney to the near side, Dolan to the far side, I formation with Barber at the tip of the eye. It'll be a straight drop back for Kennedy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field, and that'll fall incomplete. As we reach the end of the first half, it's Strath Haven 14, Springfield 14, here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at Haven Football.
Welcome back to I'm Not On. Am I on? I am on. Pete, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back to George L. King Field. I got two headsets on. One is to talk to my camera people, and one is to talk on the air, and I can never tell what I'm. Don't ask. Anyway, it's 14-14. It is the game I thought it was going to be. Pete, what do you think?
Absolutely. We knew this was going to be a tight game. These are two best teams. They're the two best teams in the Central League, and they're playing like it. They're both playing really good defense. They're both moving the ball. You couldn't ask for a better game. Springfield will get the second half kickoff, and I think it's utmost important for Haven to stop them and force them to punt. You don't want to fall behind, but it's a tie game. Anything can go.
Well, and this gives Springfield the chance, obviously, to lead. And look, this may be a game that the last team that scores the one that wins it. It certainly has been that way all last year with this team.
That's the way these two teams play. I remember when we were over at Springfield, Mike, a couple of years ago, we won it on a at the end of the game. These two teams only play tight games, and so far the Panthers have owned them. But I know the Cougars want this game so bad. This second half should be great.
We expect great things. The only thing I'm curious about, and one of the things I thought about during the week, is if we came to a tie game at the first half. Haven's had a habit of just wearing down defenses. They just come at you, although Springfield is playing very, very similar. But it's going to be anxious. I think what we may be looking for in the fourth quarter is whether there's a fatigue setting in for Springfield or for Haven. I mean, it could go either
I think
way.
it'll be hard to wear Springfield down. They're a much bigger team than we've been playing against. And they've got some big guys there. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the same thing as like a Radnor game or a Lower Merion. I think it's going to be, I hate to say this, but turnovers might determine the outcome tonight.
Well, you hate to say it, but it's all part of the game. Ball control. Springfield's had a couple of situations where they've lost the ball but recovered at one for a 10-yard gain. So that was, good for them, as you pointed out, the way the ball bounces sometimes. But
I think Springfield may do a little more throwing in the second half. They have a nice passing attack. And
they do. Well, I'll tell you, what I like is that Haven went from having some trouble tackling to seeming to be more secure in their tackling. They seem to get a better feel for the center of the field. I still think, we're probably playing a little too soft on pass defense, but on the other hand, I understand Clancy's fear is, I'll take a 10-yard completion, a 15-yard completion. I don't want it to go for forever.
You know what I liked in this first half? The Haven defensive line played very, very good. They weren't like some of the other games where there was big gaping holes. They played these guys tight. Yeah, they've given up some yards, but they haven't given up the big play, and that's why we have a tie game right now.
Well, that's right, and you know what? Other than that one long pass play for Haven, there hasn't been a big play for Haven either. There's been some nice ground gains.
Well, the big play to Green, remember? The Green run up the middle was a big one.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
that's true too. Of course, I expect again, if there's a fatigue factor, you're going to see more and more big plays for either side. I mean, we don't know how it's going to go. I know that Springfield had an experience with a very tough game against Haverford. They lost control of the ball. They ended up losing the game. So they've been in a game where they were on the wrong side of the score, and I'm sure they played hard. And it was tough for them.
And I think, but Springfield thinks if they would have not turned the ball over 4 times against Haverford, they would have won that game.
Well, that's true, except, again, we have seen them where the ball's been flopping around a little bit. But, again, they've been able to recover it or keep it to themselves, so there hasn't been any turnovers. But, boy, if we're not keeping stats of the game because Brian is not here tonight, and you're usually on stats, and you can't do both, stats and play-by-play. But if we looked at stats, I think we would find very, very similar time numbers. I think Springfield had it for a little more time, but not a lot.
Little more time. But I know in the last few games we've had it very little of the time, but that's because we scored quickly. But that's not going to happen in this game. These are grinded out drives, so time of possession has to be bigger.
Well, I think, again, Haven's business calling card this year has been the breakaway plays, and I think that's they're going to run the plays that can, and if they can find a way to hold off Springfield's defense and create a hole, create a seam up the side, if Fisher gets out there, he's going to be gone. So I think Springfield's runners are a little more in your face and run you over, where Haven is a little more finesse, and we need to run it open field, and we'll see which one is more successful.
I think sometime in this second half they got to go deep to Fisher just to see if he can beat anybody deep, and I think he can. And I know that Schuster can reach him, so we'll see. That might be a fourth quarter play.
Well, it depends on what the score is. Obviously, if Haven's winning, they're not going to do it. But if they're down, they may have to do it to try to get back in the game. Although right now, no team has led over the other. Of course, it's only 14-14, but nobody jumped to 14 and then somebody caught up. It's been 7-0, 7-7.
It's been back and forth.
So and both teams punted at kind of the same time. So
a big play was that fumble down at the 20 or 15-yard line when it bounced forward and went out of bounds.
Right.
If Haven would have picked that up,
stopped the drive, that would be 14-7.
Yeah.
So, of course, Springfield's going to get the ball first. So, as we always say, if Haven can stop them and score, that now turns the field around.
Yes.
So that now Springfield has to play catch up. I think that any team that scores first and second half is going to be in an advantage unless the opposing team can somehow neutralize it. And, it's only 12-minute quarters in high school football. That's not a lot of time. We are seeing some passing, but as long as those passes are complete, nothing stops. You are watching, by the way, the Springfield Marching Band, which is very good.
And it's utmost important, Mike. You do not turn the ball over. If either team turns the ball over, it could be the difference in the final score.
Oh, there's no doubt. Well, look at what happened in the first half. If that ball slipped out and Haven recovered it, Now they're right in front of it. If Haven had recovered it, it'd be a 14-7 game.
Yeah.
That'd be huge. So, your ball control is going to be everything. Managing total control is going to be the name of the game. But this is the game we all hope for, so we hope the audience out there is enjoying it. It's too bad you're not here. It's a great atmosphere. We got, looks like about 3,000 people here. Two bands.
We just had the two bands playing together there. I don't know if you noticed it.
Yeah, they ended that performance together.
Oh, yeah. Dean, are you up there?
And here comes the Strath Haven band performance right away. We're having a little bit of a combined performance here from Panther and Cougar Marching Band. We'll sit back and enjoy the show. That was the combined Strath Haven and Panther and Springfield Cougar Marching Band. Here come Panthers scrambling onto the field to prepare for their halftime show. Pete, when Nick gets up here, if you want to hand him your headset, and we'll let you sit back and listen.
That was excellent.
To the Panther show. Take it away, Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the combined bands of the Springfield and Strath Haven High Schools playing Runaway Baby and Michael Jackson's Thriller. Though we battle on the gridiron, Springfield and Strath Haven work together to form a bond of camaraderie and musicianship and community crossing over Baltimore Pike. And now onto the field comes the 2023-2024 Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band, starting with Good For You. And now, the best-selling global single of 2022. Harry Styles performed it for the first time at Coachella. We performed it for the first time, well, here at Strath Haven, but these Dancing Panthers bring you As It Was. Time to end the show with salsa, samba, and pop. It's Spice Up Your Life by the Spice Girls. The Pride of Haven, the Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Assistant Band Director Mrs. Haley Lombard, Pit Director Mr. Richard Michael, and Drumline Instructor Mr. Gustin Rudolph. Miss Valerie Schliga directs the band front and dance line with Silks Instructor Coach Aria Boris, and dance team instructors Miss Gigi Ianello and Miss Rosie Ianello. For the Panther Band, I'm Nick Pinatero. Have a great evening, and let's go Panthers!
Alumni and Friends Supporting Kids is a fiscal partner of the Foundation for Wallingford Swarthmore Schools. ASK strives to bridge the gaps in access to educational resources so that WSSD students have a holistic school experience. ASK helps students K-12 with items, services, and resources to support and enhance their educational experience with a focus on academic, artistic, athletic, and social enrichment. ASK scholarship forms are available on the WSSD website as well as through the school counseling department.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to halftime here at George L. King Field. Panthers and Cougars tied at 14. Pete, you and Mike talked about some stuff as the Springfield band was performing. It's been an excellent performance from both sides in the first half.
That was really fun to listen to. And they were, these guys, obviously they're different bands, but it sounded like one full band. They were so good together, and it's just great. High school football Friday night, like Mike Mayer always says, $5. You can't beat it. All you're going to get for $5, you're going to get the band, the game. You're going to get $1.50 hot dogs. It's a great way to spend a Friday night. And these two teams, Springfield and Strath Haven, are putting on a show, and the second half should be really great.
That it should be. We got a couple of score updates from around the Central League. At the half, Marple up on Radnor 21-7. Also at halftime, Penwood ahead of Chichester 24-6. Haverford leads Conestoga 21-0 after one quarter. And at halftime, Ridley on top of Garnet Valley 21-14.
That should be a good second half there, yeah.
Garnet Valley definitely looking to get the win and hold at the 3 seed. If they, with a loss, they could drop down the rankings to 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah. They should still get a home game.
Yeah, you should. As long as you stay in the top 8, you're guaranteed a home game. If you stay in the top 4, you're guaranteed 2. If you stay in the top 2, you're guaranteed 3. And if you're number 1, if you make it that far, you're guaranteed 4.
That's why the Panthers want to win this game really bad, because you'll have
both teams want to win.
Yeah,
this
they
game.
do. But if they finish one in the district, they'll be playing every Friday night in November at home. That should be fun.
And that'll be nice for us, not having to travel on the road, make a long trip, and get set up in unfamiliar booths, and potentially outside in middle to late November. Can always be a very interesting challenge if you have to get set.
But I never remember a season, Andrew, with the weather like we've had here. We've had unbelievable weather every Friday night.
Don't jinx it, Pete.
Yeah, we barely wore a coat, and it's game 10. It's amazing.
Okay, you guys write your postcards and letters to havenfootball.net, because if we get rain in the next 3 weeks on a Friday night,
Fulginetti on your complaints.
Pete Fulginetti is the one to blame.
Look, Mike, I'm the weatherman. I follow meteorology.
Yeah.
We will not have rain for 10 more days.
Well, that's okay, but you're tempting the weather gods.
Okay.
And it's getting colder, and it's, a wet, cold Friday night is not a good deal on a playoff game.
It's a dry, warm Friday night right now.
Well, that's right, but we're not tempting fate.
Okay.
So
let's get back to football.
We were.
Beautiful night. For
Great
football.
Night.
Yeah.
We're in late October. We're still in the low 60s, high 50s here at halftime. You can't ask for better football weather than this.
It's been great. And the season's been great, Friday nights have been different. Of course, we play Thursday and Saturdays too, so it's not every Friday night.
We played 3 different days of the week this year.
We're like the NFL now, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get to all 7.
Yeah, I know.
That's disgusting.
They've currently got Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday. They've got 4 of the 7 days already.
Oh, and they did a Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot they have the Friday night game now.
Tuesday and Wednesday, there's no NFL games.
It's just a
Not
matter
yet.
of time if they have their way. Just a matter of time.
They were able to sneak that one Friday night game in due to some funky broadcasting laws that they were able to circumvent due to it being a week too early.
Yeah.
But we're getting ready here for the second half kickoff. Strath Haven will kick it away. Matt Steyer will get the ball teed up at the 40 and kick it away to the Cougars. It'll be Chris Dolan, Brian Delaney, and Tanner Cole deep to return for the Cougars. Actually, it'll be Luke Valerio in the middle of that trio. Valerio is flanked by Delaney to the far side and Dolan to the near side. We've got 12 minutes on the clock here for the second half, the start of the third quarter. Matt Steyer walking out to the 40, places his tee down.
This should be quite a half, Andrew.
And we're ready to go
two great teams, tie score, Central League title, first seed in the districts. What else can you ask for?
Yeah. We had 24 great minutes of football. We saw 28 points go up on the board. How many will we see in the next 24 minutes? Let's find out. Matt Steyer kicks the ball away, and it comes down to Chris Dolan on the near side from the 8-yard line. He'll take it. He'll get across the 15 and has space up the middle. Breaks to the far side, has room. Has a couple men to beat. He is run down by Ben Milligan, who makes a touchdown-saving tackle as he crosses, and he actually steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Excellent closing speed from Ben Milligan to save a touchdown, but an excellent return from Chris Dolan. Sets the Cougars up in business. Just 15 seconds into this second half, they'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the Panther 16-yard line.
They had him pinned in around the 25 there, and they just let him slide through a couple of Panther defenders, and once he broke to the outside, he had open space.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars, ball at the Panther 21-yard line. Under center is Kennedy. He'll hand off Barber. He'll slip the tackle of Curtis momentarily and is knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 20 after a gain of just 1 on the play. Grayson LaFrance on the stop for the Panthers. 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Cougars. It would be great if the Panthers could get a stop here and force potentially a field goal attempt.
How about let's call for a turnover?
That would be nice too, Pete.
Merle Reese does that all the time for the Eagles, and he gets them a lot. Let's call for a turnover here.
Drops back to pass. Kennedy completes to Tanner Cole. He'll be near the first down marker. We'll see where they put it down. It'll be spotted at the Panther 12-yard line, just a yard short. Gain of 7 on the play. 8 on the play gives it 3rd and 1. Pass complete to Cole, his second grab of the night.
Great field position for Springfield. That was a tough break there on that kickoff for the Panthers. They got to tighten it up right here. Tighten it up.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Cougars, ball at the 12-yard line. They'll go handoff Romano up the middle. He'll drive his way inside the 10 and down to the 5. He'll pick up 7 on the play. Vince Hales on the stop. Ball will be spotted 1st and goal for the Cougars down to the Panther 5-yard line. And he'll go handoff to Barber. He'll take it off the far side, and he'll get belted by Curtis and Faribault
nice tackle there. He turned
After
the corner.
a gain of just 2.
And it looked like he might squeeze in the end zone, but they stopped him there around the 3-yard line. Good tackle.
Down to the 3, brings up 2nd and goal for the Cougars.
It's tough when you're this close to the goal, like Mike says all the time, it's tough to stop a high school running team.
High formation once again. It'll be Romano on the handoff. He'll gain
nothing.
Maybe a yard.
Barely. Yeah, maybe a yard.
They'll give him 1 down to the 2-yard line. Bring up 3rd down. Probably 2 cracks at it for the Cougars.
Oh, yeah.
From the 2. See if the Panthers' defensive line can stiffen and hold the Cougars here.
Well, that line's playing in real tight together, which is good, but that also opens up a bounce to the outside where you can almost walk in. Let's see what happens.
They'll go handoff Brad Barber, and he'll get near the end zone, and he'll be into the end zone for the Cougar touchdown. Barber takes it in from 2 yards out, and the Cougars take their first lead of the night with 8:39 to play in quarter number 3.
Yeah, he just went off the right side there, right off the right tackle guard. A little opening is all he needed. Touchdown. Tough to stop that.
Barber on to attempt the extra point. Snap spotted is good. And with 8:39 to play here in quarter number 3, it is Springfield 21, Strath Haven 14. We'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Haven trailing for the first time tonight, 21-14. Also the first time they've given up 21 points in a game. More than 14 points in a game this season.
I can't remember the last time they trailed this season.
It's number 37, Brendan Gilmar, to kick the ball away for the Cougars. It'll come down, take a hop, and Green will field it at the 5-yard line. He has space. He breaks the tackle, and he's got space across the 40. And he'll get taken down by Gilmar as he crosses the 45 out to the 46. Excellent return for the Panthers.
Yeah, they're
not
just
quite as good as the Cougar return,
well,
but
it's mirroring what the Springfield did. They got a much further return, but the Panthers are in good field position. Now they just got to take their time and score. There's plenty of time. It's only the 3rd quarter, 8 minutes left, and let's just have a sustained drive.
Panthers will start 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. They'll go handoff Ben Milligan. He'll get met in the backfield, and they'll give him maybe the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there was nowhere to run there. He ran into a wall, a white wall was there, and went right down. I think you got to go a little wider. I think that's where they've had their most success, going wide on these guys. If you run right at them, that's where they have the advantage.
And you've got Milligan and Green in the backfield. Fisher wing to this near side. They'll motion Fisher. They'll go handoff Shane Green right up the middle. He's met immediately for no gain. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. This is the last thing you want. Go 3 and out here and be forced to punt it away.
Yeah, that last play
after giving up a touchdown on a short field.
Fisher was rolling to the right, and he had some space over there, but the ball didn't go to him. So I think I would have went that way, but that's what happened.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers, 7:20 and counting to play here in the 3rd quarter. Schuster under center, wing to either side. Shane Green in the backfield. They'll motion Milligan. Straight drop back. He'll take a shot to Fisher. It's a little bit underthrown, and it's broken up by Luke Valerio. Excellent coverage from Valerio on that play. Ball was a little bit underthrown, and Valeri was able to undercut Fisher and break the play up. And the Panthers will be forced to punt it away.
Yeah, if there was a little more distance on that throw, Fisher did have his man beat, but it was just a little underthrown.
Milligan on punt the ball away, standing deep for the Cougars, Chris Dolan and Brian Delaney. Delaney, the deep man, at his 18-yard line. Another excellent punt from Milligan. And a little bit of pushing and shoving from a couple of players on both sides. The punt bounces out at the Cougar 30-yard line.
Well, right now, the Panthers have to stop these guys. If they let them go up 2 scores, it could be a long fourth quarter. They got to stop them, get the ball back, and tie this game.
1st and 10 for the Cougars, ball at the 30-yard line. I formation once again. They'll go toss to Barber to this near side. He gets undercut by Ben Milligan, but he gains 7 on the play. They've kind of held the running backs in check. They've got 23 carries for a combined 75 yards.
Yeah, but
the two big boys.
Like Mike said at halftime, you know, one of these teams might get tired in the third or fourth quarter, and if they keep running like that, it could be the Panthers.
It'll be Romano, handoff up the middle, bounces off one tackle and dropped for a gain of 1. Out to the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Cougars.
You like to see them stop them here, Andrew.
Would love to see a stop, maybe a negative play, force the Cougars to punt, and let the Panthers get the ball back down just 1 score.
Yeah.
High formation for the Cougars once again. Kennedy under center. He'll go toss to Barber to this near side. He's got 1st down yardage. Across the 45 out near midfield. They'll put him down out of bounds right on the midfield stripe, and he'll pick up 12 on his 15th carry of the night.
Yeah, Barber's got speed and power, and it's tough to bring him down. It really is.
That's Springfield's longest carry of the night, just the 12 yards there from Barber. First and 10, ball on the midfield stripe. Dolan, single receiver to this near side. They'll go handoff, fullback dive up the middle for Romano. He'll rip off 4. Down to the 36-yard line. Shane Green on the stop for the Panthers. 2nd and 6 as we were under 5 minutes to play in quarter number 3.
Yeah, the Panthers have to really not let them score here, because if they're down by 2 scores, it's going to be tough. But if you can get the ball back, and you can tie the game up. So this is a big drive.
Toss play again. They've had great success with that. Curtis makes the stop, knocks him down at the 42-yard line after a gain of 4 for Barber once again.
See, the way Barber runs, when he turns the corner, his body, if you notice, his body is leaning forward. So even when you hit him low, he's going to fall forward 3 more yards. And if you keep doing that, you can move the ball right down the field, and that's what the Cougars are doing right now.
Yeah, it brings up 3rd and 2 for the Cougars, ball at the Panther 42-yard line. Definitely 4-down territory for the Cougars here. Kennedy under center once again has the I formation. Romano right behind him. Barber. And they'll go handoff Romano up the middle. 1st down yardage down to the 38-yard line. Picks up 4. Another Springfield 1st down. Panthers defense bending a lot.
They're bending a little in the middle there, you know. This big line of Springfield with the big backs behind them is starting to show up a little here.
Saw this last week in the second half in the Garnet Valley game. They were able to wear them down a little bit.
Yeah.
They go handoff Barber. He'll get swarmed at the line of scrimmage.
That was a great play. They did a counter there going the other way, and they thought, they might spring him loose for a score there, but the Panthers were waiting for him. That was an excellent defensive play by the line there.
Barber will pick up 1 on the play. Curtis has to come off as his helmet popped off during the play. He'll come off for a play. Checking into the game for him is number 55, Sean O'Neill. Toss play to Barber. He'll get taken down as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He'll gain another yard.
Shane Green, excellent. He filled that hole up, went right for his lower legs or his ankles, and brought him down before he could get speed going. Excellent play. This is a big third down play, even though they'll probably go fourth. But
3rd and 8.
You want to make that fourth down a harder fourth down.
2:20 and counting to play here in quarter number 3. Springfield leading at 21-14. Panthers defense looking to force a stop here on 3rd and 8. Kennedy, straight drop. Looking, fires out to the near side, has his man Tanner Cole. Caught and completed down to the 25-yard line.
See, when you can do that and run the ball, you're tough to stop there. It really is.
The 1st and 10 Cougars from the Panther 25-yard line. 2:06 to play, quarter number 3.
We need a turnover, Andrew.
Kennedy hands off Barber. Waits for his blocks to develop and then finds a seam. Takes it for 6 down to the Panther 19-yard line.
They're creating holes, and they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of run here, and it's tough.
1:40 and counting to play. Quarter number 3, Panthers trailing the Cougars 21-14. Ball at the 19-yard line. Cougars chewing time away here. They'll go handoff Romano up the middle. He'll be close to 1st down yardage. The ball, Panthers are saying they've got the ball out. Referees disagree. No. Romano takes it for 3. Brings up 3rd and a yard as we tick under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Crowd getting a little antsy with that.
Yeah, crowd's not used to seeing the Panthers behind in the 3rd quarter, and they're getting a little antsy, so to speak.
Handoff, Barber breaks through 1 tackle, drags his man down inside the 10. Picks up 8 on the play, down to the 8 on the. It'll be 1st and goal, Cougars from the 8, under 30 seconds to play in quarter number 3.
Cougars right now
are
just overpowering the Panther line.
I formation this time. It's Herzig, the fullback. Handoff to Barber. And he'll take it down to the 4. And we'll head to the 4th quarter. Panthers behind in this one. One of the few times we've said Panthers behind. We head to the 4th quarter. Panthers trailing 21-14. Cougars are driving. Have the ball down at the 4-yard line. We'll be back on havenfootball.net.
This video and audio broadcast is copyrighted by havenfootball.net Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any other use of these broadcasts or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without a havenfootball.net Incorporated's expressed written permission is prohibited.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field, where at the start of the 4th quarter, one of the first times this season, the Panthers are trailing 28-14 to the Springfield Cougars. Number 1 seed in District 1 on the line. Outright Central League Championship on the line. Kevin Clancy's 400th career win at Strath Haven also on the line. 300th win on the line here at Strath Haven.
He'll be in his 80s when he gets his 400th.
We'll set up here. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 4-yard line for the Cougars.
Yeah,
looking to extend their lead to 2 scores.
This is a tough situation for the Panthers, but let's see what they can do.
Kennedy will come out under center, I formation. Handoff Romano again, up the middle. He'll get dropped for no gain.
Yeah, he went right down up the middle. I think you may see them fake that and go a little wide and try to sneak in one of the open holes off guard.
Now to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4. Jackson Kennedy brings the play in from the sideline. Cougars break the huddle with 11:20 and counting to play on the 4th quarter clock. Takes the handoff, snap, fires to the end zone, finds his tight end in Mike Franks for the touchdown in the back of the end zone, extending their lead 27-14 over the Panthers.
That was a big one there. He rolled out, had his man open there in the left corner. He wasn't wide open. There was Panthers around him, but he threw it high. And these Springfield receivers have great hands. They haven't dropped the ball all night, I don't think.
They've had a couple slip through their hands. Barber on to attempt the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is away, and the kick is good. Cougars lead it 28-14, 11 done to play, quarter number 4. We'll be right back on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match. From first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Panthers trailing this one 28-14 with 11:10 to play in quarter number 4. Brad Barber has the ball teed up at the 40. They fake the quick kickoff and settle back in for a standard kick. Green, Milligan, and Fisher deep to return for the Panthers. It's a short kick. It'll come to Vince Hales at the 25. They'll take it right up the middle of the field and out near the 40, out to about the 38-yard line, where the Panthers will set up shop 1st and 10.
Well, Andrew, I think the Panthers have to score fairly quickly. They just can't take a 7-8 minute drive because they're down 2 scores. So you may have to see some passing here, and you may see Fisher involved in that. So let's see what happens.
You've seen them try to get the ball to Fisher a couple times through the air. Their one successful completion did go to Ben Milligan, though.
Yeah.
It'll be John Raleigh, slot to the near side, wing to the far side is Fisher. They'll go handoff Fisher. He's got space with a blocker in front of him. He's got speed. Across the 40, it'll be knocked out of bounds by Evan DeBlasi as he crosses the 40-yard line for a Panther first down.
Wow, I think it's the first time all season we saw somebody take him down when he got that wide open. Springfield has some speed in the backfield there, but excellent run by Fisher. And again, I would go wide all night now. You know, up the middle, they're waiting for you, and you got the speed to get wide. So
ball at the Cougar 36-yard line. Schuster sets up under center. They'll go handoff Fisher once again, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage by the Cougars.
See, that play didn't go wide. It went right inside the guard tackle slot, and that's not a good area to attack these guys. They're too big, too fast in here. But if you can break it to the end and turn the corner, you have a great chance to break one all the way.
They'll give him a yard on the play. Clock winding, 10:30 and counting, fourth quarter. Panthers looking to get on the board quickly and then hopefully force the Cougars stop, or maybe even go with an onside kick.
Yeah, I think they'll have to go onside.
They'll go counter crisscross, and that was a Panther who got hit hard and is now down injured. And that was James Fisher as he crossed the 35-yard line. Picked up 3 on the play.
Looks like he's a little drowsy from the hit. He's walking off under his own power, but looks like he might have got hit in the head.
I don't want to take any guesses as to what happened to Fisher, but it'll be Panthers 3rd down and 6 from the 32-yard line. Schuster under center. Back to pass. Fires out. In and out of the hands of Curtis. In coverage, number 32, Evan Herzig. Curtis just couldn't hold on to that one. Had it in his hands and dropped it. Brings up 4th and 6 for the Panthers with 9:37 to play.
You almost have to get this first down, because if you turn the ball over here, Springfield could basically run the clock out, up 2 scores. You got to get your first down here, or else could be in trouble.
And they'll have to do it without James Fisher. Vince Hales into the backfield. They'll go handoff. Shane Green, and he'll get blown up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars will take over on downs with 9:31 to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. Look for Springfield to just keep running the ball now. They just want to run clock and, just keep the ball. I'd be surprised if they throw it.
Kennedy under center, I formation still. Second man through is Barber. He'll get it out across the 35, out to 36, pick up 4. On his 22nd carry of the night.
Yeah, he's tough. He just grinds you out there. They're starting to wear the Panthers down, but these guys are good. They're big and they're also fast.
They're going to be a problem in the 5A playoffs.
Yes, they will. We may meet them again in November. You never know.
We just might. It'll be Kennedy under center. I formation dotted by Barber. They'll go quick pass out to Dolan. He'll nearly slip a tackle and get slung out of bounds near the 40-yard line by Grayson LaFrance after a pickup of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 2. Ball at the Cougar 40-yard line. They'll go handoff Barber. He'll get near first down yardage before he's met by Barlow and Mulhern. But he'll get it out to the 43-yard line, enough for another Cougar first down.
Yeah, they're just going to grind it out here, Andrew. They know that as long as they hold on to the ball, there's nothing the Panthers can do about it.
Clock continues to run as we tick under 8 minutes to play. Panthers trailing by 2 scores, need a stop.
Need a turnover.
And need a score.
You need a turnover. That's what you need here.
They'll go handoff. Romano right up the middle. He'll plow his way forward when they unpile out near the 48-yard line after a gain of 5.
Yeah, Romano just holds the ball real tight, puts his head down, gets a couple of yards, and more than the yards, the clock keeps running. And Springfield knows that that's where they can basically put this game away.
2nd and 5, ball at the Panther 48-yard line. Toss play to Barber. He'll take it off the right side, get knocked out of bounds. And he'll be near first down yardage. They'll put it down at the Panther 47, gain of 5 for Barber, and another first down.
You know, Andrew, this is kind of what they did last week to Garnet Valley. It was a pretty tight game, but they just wore them down in the second half, and they're doing the same thing with the Panthers tonight.
For sure. We'll see. Panthers can recover. See if they can make a epic comeback. If they can get a big turnover here. Kennedy waiting for the back judge to put his hand in the air. Go under center. Take the handoff. Romano up the middle. He'll plow his way forward. Pick up 7 on the play. Down to the Panther 40-yard line. As the clock will tick under 6 minutes to play before the Cougars snap the ball next. Panthers' hopes of an outright Central League title quickly fading away. Take the handoff. Barber up the middle. Has first down yardage to the 37-yard line after a pickup of 3. Up to 25 carries on the night for Barber. First and 10, ball at the Panther 36-yard line. We take under 5.5 to play in the ball game.
If they keep playing like this, the drive like this, we may not touch the ball again. They can run the clock out doing what they're doing. They don't need to score.
No motion call, whistles, and we got a false start on Springfield. It'll be 1st and 15.
You know, this game tonight has been very well played. There's been very few flags. Been a well-played game, clean game. Just 2 good teams going at it, and right now Springfield has the edge.
Yep.
You know what turned this game? I think you do know. The second half kickoff.
The second half kickoff, the quick score,
when they
and then the Panther 3 and out on the following drive.
When they got down here inside the 20, the Panthers kind of lost a little of their momentum.
I formation once again for the Cougars. Kennedy hands off Barber. He's still plowing forward. Takes it 11 yards down to the 30-yard line. That takes him over 100 yards for the night on his 26th carry. That's a lot of carries.
It is a lot of carries.
2nd and 4 for the Cougars. Clock churning. 4:15 and counting in the ball game.
Springfield taking all the time they need.
Taking all the time they can.
Yep.
They'll go handoff Romano up the middle. First down yardage inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. For Nate Romano, picks up 7 on the play. He's got 17 carries on the night himself.
They got a great running attack. They have a big line blocking for big running backs. That combination is lethal.
Handoff Barber once again. He'll break through an arm tackle, and he'll get the ball down near the 10-yard line, taken down at the 11 after a gain of 12 for Barber. First and 10 Cougars, ball at the Panther 11-yard line. 2:48 and counting to play, fourth quarter. Back judge's hand in the air. Cole Kennedy will take the handoff to Romano, and he'll get dropped for no gain on his 18th carry of the night.
Almost 2 minutes to go.
We'll be under 2 minutes the next time Springfield snaps this ball. Springfield leading 28-14.
I don't think you'll see
late here in quarter number 4.
Andrew, I don't
that
think
score
you'll see
may not change.
They won't try to score here. They're not going to rub it in at any. They're just going to run the clock out.
Second and 10, I formation. Barber behind Romano. Handoff Romano to Barber. He's brought down and met in the backfield for a loss. Luke Mulhern and Ben Milligan on the stop. Timeout, Strath Haven. With 1:48 to play, we'll take a short break. Be back on havenfootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.com.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Panthers trailing the Cougars 28-14 with 1:48 to play in the ball game. Cougars have it 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12 from the Panther 13-yard line. I formation, they'll go handoff. This time to Cole. He'll get brought down by Nick Faribault in pursuit. Timeout, second timeout, Strath Haven after a pickup of 2 on the play back to the original line of scrimmage for Cole. .143 to play. 4th and 10 for the Cougars.
What do you do here, 4th and 10?
Field goal attempt?
What's that?
Field goal attempt?
No, I don't think they do that. You're up 14 points. You just run it, and if you get a first down, if you don't, then the Panthers have to score twice in less than 2 minutes.
With only 1 timeout left.
Yeah.
And they've got to go the length of the field on this possession to do it. On their next possession to do it if they get the stop here.
Yeah, but
would be an incredible comeback to force overtime if they were able to pull it off.
But the Panthers have had such a great season. This is their only loss if they lose this game, which it looks like they will. And next week, the playoffs start. They will have a home playoff game. We don't know where they're seated yet, but they will have at least 1 home, maybe 2. And if you keep winning, we may see these guys again in late November.
4th and 10 for the Cougars, ball at the 11-yard line. I formation, Kennedy under center, Dolan split to the far side. They'll go toss play to Barber, and he'll throw it into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone. But it's called complete for a touchdown. Barber to Dolan from 11 yards out.
Well, he looked like he was out of bounds, or he might have got 1 foot down. We can't tell from over here, but it looked to me like he was out of bounds. But the ref was right on top of it.
Only 1 foot needed down in high school and college. Looked like he might have bobbled it, but we'll have a better idea of that when we get to see the replay.
Yeah, there are no replays.
When we get to see the replay reviewing the stats
I know what you mean.
tomorrow. With 1:28 to play, Cougars extend their lead. Barber on to attempt the extra point after completing the fourth down touchdown pass. Snap, spot, kick is away, and the kick is good. Cougars lead this one 35-14 with 90 seconds to play in quarter number 4. Take a short timeout. Be back for the end of the game on havenfootball.net.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Panthers trailing this one 35-14 to the Springfield Cougars, who will clinch a share of the Central League title here tonight, as well as the top overall seed in District 1. Kickoff is away, comes down to the Panthers. Shane Green off the far side, breaking tackles as he gets out across the 30 and then takes a hard hit across as he crosses the 30 and is taken down at the 32-yard line. See if the Panthers can get a quick score here and finish on a high note despite the loss.
Yes.
The first and 10 Panthers from their own 32-yard line with 1:20 to play. Schuster will hand off to Hales. He'll fight his way out across the 35 out near the 40-yard line, and a couple of flags fly after he picks up 7 on the play. We'll see what the call is. Looked like the fouls were potentially after the play, something players were saying.
Yeah, I think a little frustration is setting on over there for the Panthers, and like Springfield was showing a little bit more emotion than they need to. But, that's football. And this for Springfield is something that they've been waiting for years.
And they're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah, they're kids. But, I mean, they've been waiting to beat Haven for so many years, and they've come up short. And they're happy about what's happening.
We got a personal foul against Springfield and a dead ball unsportsmanlike against Strath Haven. Those penalties will offset. And
in other words, they were both mad at each other.
It will be 2nd and 3. The play will count. Yes, it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Panthers with 1:08 to play in quarter number 4. Schuster goes handoff. Milligan gets an excellent block from Faribault. And so there's 3 flags down in 3 separate areas. We'll see what the calls are. Tempers are a little high.
Yeah, we don't want to see the game end like this. There's been a well-played game, clean game. Some of these flags here are necessary, but I would like the kids, both teams, to just end this game in a positive way. The playoffs are coming up, and we'll see what happens there.
Absolutely. We got one on the far hash, one on the near hash, and one in the middle of the field.
3 strikes, you're out.
We'll see what the 3 calls are, because they all came out at different times.
Yeah.
And they're in 3 completely different areas of the field, so they can't all be for the same penalty. If that previous play stands, it was a gain of 7 for Ben Milligan. Officials sorting things out on the field. This is one spot as an official where you've got so many rules to consider. How do the penalties shake out? So we await the referee's signal. Here we go. We have a personal foul against Strath Haven. And then after the play, unsportsmanlike against Strath Haven. Both penalties against Strath Haven. That'll force them back 30 yards, it looks like. And it'll be, we'll replay 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and forever for the Panthers.
Yeah, you don't like to see this at the end of a game. Let's keep it clean and get over with this game.
It'll be 2nd and about 26. And we'll have a Panther timeout. We'll step aside on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.com.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Panthers trailing the Cougars 35-14 with 1:01 to play in the ball game. Panthers have 2nd and 26 upcoming. And no timeouts remaining. And the ball is at their own 16-yard line. They need the 42.
The Springfield band's playing Action News.
A little bit of unnecessary.
I never heard that.
Indiscipline from the Panthers here late in this ball game.
Yeah, they're losing their cool a little bit. They're not used to being behind, but they got to just keep their cool and get ready for the playoffs.
Schuster under center. He'll go handoff is Shane Green. He'll get wrapped up and brought down in the backfield by Joe Kevel and Tommy Levesque. He'll lose 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 28 with 35 seconds to play. Panthers will have to snap it one more time before going to midfield. Schuster under center, wing to the far side is Milligan. Takes snap, handoff, Vince Hales. Has a man in front of him, has blockers. Gets out near the original line of scrimmage.
That'll do it.
And that'll do it for the ball game. Hales will pick up 18 on his 2nd carry of the night. And the Panthers will fall in week 10 to the Cougars 35-14. Both teams finished the season at 9-1. Springfield and Strath Haven currently two of your Central League champions, with Haverford having a shot at joining them as Central League co-champs on Thanksgiving with their
now the Cougars know,
matchup.
or the Panthers know the final here. They know that they're co-champions of Central League, but more important, they got to get ready for the playoffs. You don't know which seed they'll be. They could be 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there.
Somewhere between probably 3 and 6.
Yeah, they're going to definitely have a home game next Friday night. So we will be back here next Friday night at 7 o'clock for our opening round playoff game. We don't know who will be playing. We're not sure if we'll have a second home game or not. We'll take it 1 week at a time, but next Friday night, 7 o'clock here at George L. King Field will be playoff game number 1. The Strath Haven Panthers against an unknown opponent. We will probably know that sometime tomorrow. Mike will let us know. It'll be on our website, and we'll get ready for the playoffs.
That we will. We'll take a short break. Be back for a final wrap-up here on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to havenfootball.net. Panthers fall in this one, 35-14 to the Springfield Cougars. Congratulations to both teams on a great season. Both teams Central League co-champions. Strath Haven for the third year in a row has a share of the Central League title. And we'll look forward to next week's game in the District 1 5A playoffs.
Yeah, this game, Andrew, was a tale of two halves. We had a 14 tie at halftime, but what really turned the whole tide of this game was the second half kickoff was run back almost to the 10-yard line, I think. And that just broke the Panthers' back. They went in there and scored, and from that point on, Springfield had the momentum, they had the advantage, and they just rode it all the way down. In the last quarter, they just grinded it out and won the game 35-14, and they proved it. In this game, at least, they're the better team. But they may meet again in November when the playoffs come. We don't know. But
yeah, it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. For myself, Andrew Kaufman, for Pete Fulgenetti, Mike Mayer, Dean Michelson, and Bill Clancy on the cameras, saying good night and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of havenfootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching and good night.